What's going on, guys? Billz here from Achievement Land, and I'm here with Party Friends. This game released onto the Xbox December 22nd, 2023 for a price of $7.99, and it's a very easy completion. It takes about an hour. It's pretty fun too. It's a party game full of all different mini games, and you can do everything solo. You're going to go in modes. This is where you're going to do everything. You can see all the different mini games, and basically you just have to play all of them. You have to complete them though. You can't just start it up and quit out, but they're very short anyway, so it's not a big deal. And you get an achievement for playing them all in each section. So the forest, the mountain, the countryside, and the beach. You just play them all in each one and you get an achievement. You can press Y to select them all or Y to deselect. But I would just pick the games in the area that you're going to do first, like pick all the beach ones and then start it up and then get the achievement and then go to the next area and just get those out of the way. And then there's achievements for specific games, and for those you could just get the achievement and then you could quit out, or some of them you have to finish, but that's probably the best way to go about this. And you don't have to win, you just have to play through them all. There's a few that you do have to win and have certain achievements, and I'm going to go through them all. So we have Volley Bomb. You just have to play it. It's no big deal if you win or lose. There's no achievement for this one. The second game is Grill Champion. This one has an achievement. It's probably one of the harder ones, but you can actually kind of cheese it. You could pause and write down the combo. It's like a Simon Says game where you have to grill. I'll just show you really quickly. At the top there's a bar, like when you have to hit it, you have to hit it in like the middle or the end section so that you cook it and it's not raw. And you just have to do it in the right order. So on the top left, they just put it down B, 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 X. So you just have to cook it at the right time in order. So you see the bar going across. I hit B when it's in the yellow, B, 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 and then X. And that was perfect. And it just gets harder. There's only 4 rounds. And on the 4th round, you just have to do a lot better. But like I said, you can cheese it. So the next one is Y, X, A, A, A. If you can't remember that, you can just press start and that will pause it. And you could just write it down and that will make it even easier for you. But it's pretty easy anyway, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. The next game is Motorboat Pursuit, and in this one, the achievement is for picking up a power-up. You'll see a star show up, and you just pick it up, and you'll get the achievement. In Sandwich Pirate, the achievement is for finishing the sandwich. You just hold A to eat the sandwich, and when the bird's over you, just put it down. Stop holding A. In Seashell Collector, you just want to pick up the trash. There's an achievement for getting the trash bonus. For Dripping Tap, you have to shoot the chickens with the water, but you have to be the one that's shooting the gun. So you want to put loops on 5. This way, it will play the game over and over again, and you take turns. You just have to wait for it to be your turn. And in Egg Hunt, you have to pick up 18 eggs, and that's pretty easy. You're going to get more than 18. You just go around and pick them up, and then you drop them in the middle. The next game is Ram, which is really fun. There's a ram that just tries to hit you. You just have to avoid them and be the last man standing. The next game is Restless Herding, and for the achievement, you have to herd 10 or more sheep, and it's very simple. You shouldn't have any issues with that one. The next game is Tug of War, and for this one, you just have to play it. There's no achievement. Canoe for 2. This one, you have to win the race. It's a 2 versus 2 race. You play with another computer player against 2 others, and you just got to hope that your player does good and the other team does bad, but it's really not that hard. Plowing Disruptor, you just have to hit the other players and get one to fly off the map. Rush Hour, you just have to play. There's no achievement for this one. Skating in circles is probably the hardest one. It's really not that bad, but you have to do 12 laps. You just have to get used to the controls. It's a little weird. I'm going to show you this one after. Sky's the limit. You have to climb up more than 40 meters. This is very simple. The next one is a Corny Adventure. This one's a little tricky. There's acorns that fall down. You just have to dodge them. If you have more controls, you can make this very simple. You can just have the other players just lose right away. And then the next game is Bug Snatcher. For this one, you have to catch the golden bug. I believe they show up towards the end of the match. You just put your circle over and press A to put your net down and try to catch them. It's not too hard. Next is Hack and Chop, and for this one you have to get 5 perfects. You just have to press it at the right time and cut it right in the middle. Stepping Stones, this one's very simple. You have to not drop any stones in the water. You could just put 1 down and then just wait till the game's over and you'll get the achievement. Next is Unbearable Guests, and for the achievement you just have to not hit into any obstacles. You can actually get caught and lose the game. You just don't want to walk into anything and you'll get the achievement. And then the last game is Stargazing, and the achievement in this one is very easy too. You have to match all the constellations in one segment, and there's a segment where there's only 1 constellation, so you just do that 1 and you'll get the achievement. You might have to play a few times to understand the game, but I'm going to show you here. At the bottom it will give you constellations to put down, and then you have to try to find where to put them in the stars. And then there's going to be one segment where there's just 1 constellation, and if you just put down that 1, you'll get the achievement. Only 1 person can put it down though, so you got to be quick and beat the other players. But after you play this game a few times, you're going to know the star patterns. It just repeats the same ones. It's very simple. Now for the harder ones, we have Canoe for 2. This one you have to race the other players and use R trigger and L trigger to try to steer your boat. Most of the time you're going to get pretty lucky and the other players are going to be pretty bad. So you just got to hope that your player is not that bad either. And hopefully you could just get to the end before them. It's really not that hard. if you are really struggling and can't beat this one, you could plug in other controllers and make it easier for yourself. Now the last one I want to go over is the skating one. You have to do 12 laps. It's not really too hard, but this was the hardest one for me. You just have to get used to the controls. You steer around with the left thumbstick. You go in like a circle motion with it. And then you just tap A. Just don't tap too fast or you're going to go off the side. If you go off the side, you get dropped back on. You have to tap A to break the ice and you'll come back. And you just have to get more laps than 12. At the top, it will tell you how many laps you have. So it could be a little tricky, but once you get used to the controls, it's really not too bad. And for each game, it will tell you how to play and it will tell you the controls right at the beginning before you start. And you can replay them as much as you want to try to get the achievements, and they're all pretty easy and it's pretty fun. Like, this was my favorite game. This is Ram, where you have to try not to get hit. You have to be the last man standing. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This game is out now for $7.99. It's pretty cheap, it's pretty fun, and it's got some easy gamer score. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you. Leave a like if it did, and I'll catch you next time here at Achievement Land.